So this is my fourth attempt on this video in the last 30 minutes, so here's to hoping it gets easier. This video is basically just an updated video on Nora's condition and what we've been doing the last several months since my last post. So basically, over the last couple of months, we have ran into a lot of roadblocks, and sorry if I'm rambling or talking super fast. My blood sugar is low, and here's my juice that I'm drinking. So, but while Nora's napping, this is really the only time I have to make this video, and I feel like it's very important to share my experiences that I have had as her mom over the last few months, because it has gotten very, very difficult, it's not difficult being her mom, don't take it that way. It is the furthest thing from being difficult being a mom of a special needs child. It's very emotional. It's very sometimes depressing, sometimes sad, sometimes the amount of love and overjoy you have for your child is overwhelming. And I think these last few months have given me a whole new perspective on life, and I think that's why I needed to make this video today. Over the past month, we have had two very important doctor's appointments regarding a diagnosis for Nora, and the first one did not go well, not for any reason aside from the fact that I felt like I was treated poorly, that we were a little bit misled, misguided in that direction. Basically, they called a week before and said, this was genetics, called a week before and said, we're wanting to do a whole exome sequencing test. Is your husband coming to the appointment? And I said yes, and basically with the West testing, all three of us have to have blood work taken. Totally fine. By all three of us, I mean Nora, myself, and Ethan. Totally fine. I was excited. I thought, wow, we're finally a year later going to get a diagnosis. I'm sad they have to poke her, but I'm excited that we could get an answer. But that's not how it works in this situation, unfortunately. West testing can take 6 to 8 months to get results in to begin with. So we drive an hour and a half to see genetics, whom we had a very, very great, wonderful experience with back in November 2015. Unfortunately, things did not go that well this time. So when we got there, of course, I had a ton of questions. I had a ton of concerns regarding Nora and the fact that she's not weight-bearing at 13 months old. I wanted to know specifically about mitochondrial diseases, which I don't expect a lot of you, especially my family, to know anything that I'm talking about, because we have been very private when it comes to discussing Nora's condition. Nora has made huge progress in the last couple of months. We are 11 weeks today without using the G-tube, and saying it out loud is so real. The only person I really talk to out loud about it is my husband, and it's just a year ago she was completely dependent on the tube, and here we are 11 weeks without using it. And as exciting as that is, we know we can't have it taken out, even though we're almost halfway to the point of getting it taken out, because we don't have a diagnosis for her. And all of these doctors aren't trying to find a diagnosis for her. They just want to give her time. And as her mom and any parent of a special needs kid, time is not always on your side with genetic disorders or diseases, syndromes, anything like that. And we are not even aware if that's what's going on with Nora. We have no idea what is going on with Nora. We know her outward appearance. She's a 13-month-old typical baby. Has a really fun, loving personality. She's super funny. She loves her big sister. She loves her dad. She loves animals. She loves baby signing time, knows 5-6 signs, but she really doesn't talk much, and that's also concerning. We don't know if it's related to any sort of diagnosis that we might get in the future, because no doctor has been willing to go there anymore. And I am a researcher. If a doctor throws out some disease or syndrome to me, I'm gonna research it. Say what you will about millennials, but we have the internet at our fingertips. We grew up with that available to us, unlike, our grandparents and even some of our parents. And so I did Google a lot. I didn't WebMD anything. I wasn't trying to let Google diagnose my daughter, but I didn't go to medical school. I'm not familiar with these diseases and syndromes, and if I want to research and read articles and read studies and read stories on these diseases and illnesses and syndromes, don't make me feel stupid. Don't make me feel like I did something wrong, because I didn't. I'm trying to educate myself the best of my ability, because I can't fit 12 years of medical school into a year of my daughter's life. They even joked around and told my husband, you need to take Google away from her. And that was very offensive to me. Sure, I'm overly sensitive when it comes to finding a diagnosis for Nora, but I didn't do anything wrong because I read articles and researched and Googled things that were brought up and brought to my attention. And I was just very disappointed, very, very disappointed on how that appointment went. Fortunately for us, we knew a week and a half after that we were going to see neurology, and thankfully, neurology went much, much better. Neurology said she does look really good. She is stronger than she was 8 weeks ago, which is really great news. It's awesome to hear that. But they are concerned. They're obviously concerned, and we have every right to be concerned. She's 13 months old and does not weight bear for more than 2 or 3 seconds at a time. The longest she's done it is about 15 seconds, and that's incredible for Nora, but it is abnormal. Typically, developing children start pulling up and cruising on furniture as early as like 7-8 months, and she's 13 months old, and we're not even to that point yet. And it's scary. As her mom, I don't want her. I didn't want this for her. It's hard. It's really hard to let these doctors make you feel a certain way when you're just there trying to help your kid. And so neurology, thankfully, heard me and talked to me and reassured me that all of my feelings are valid and I have every right to feel and research and do things the way I need to do them because she's my child. So that being said, they are testing her CPK levels and some levels that have to do with her thyroid. And basically, the blood was done Friday, and we should have answers either the end of today or Monday, depending on their schedule. And it will basically put us in a direction where we need to consider muscular dystrophies or myopathies or any sort of thyroid issues. So no, it's likely I won't get my answer for her immediately or even a year from now, but this doctor's trying. As a parent, you're just worried in general, and then when you add medical conditions, it just heightens your sense of worry and anxiety tenfold. And I just want to make sure, one, we're not missing a diagnosis that's going to limit her time with us, because that's terrifying. But we also just want to do what's best for her, and she can't tell us what's best for her, so we have to go based on our gut feelings, and I know something's just not right. So I'm very thankful for the neurologist we saw on Wednesday, and I will try to keep everybody updated about the results that we get back from that. And I do want to make my videos more consistently, because the way I've been feeling the last several months regarding being a special needs parent has been hard and challenging, and it's a struggle every day. And I hope there's not other people out there feeling the way I felt the last couple of months, and I think it's very important that we have a support system outside of our family and immediate family and friends that we can reach out to on social media or YouTube or Facebook, whatever it may be, to help any way that they can. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I do intend on making more videos soon, so thanks and stay tuned.